Okay, market just opened about 4 minutes ago, and I still have to mark out the Asian and London highs. Um, okay, so I'm using TradeLocker today instead of TopStep because TopStep needs me to verify my identity and stuff, and so I can't really use it. So I'm using TradeLocker, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And I hate TradeLocker too. I don't like it, but it's okay. Um, So we have London low right there. Um, yeah, we have London high, and then what the heck? And then we have same stuff, same stuff. Actually, that's the London high right there. And then this is London low, um, Asian high, Asian low, Asian high, Asian low. Okay. Actually, I don't like that. Okay, so going on the 4 hour, we're bullish. Um, the only liquidity we've taken out from the market on the high time frame is this. We got this high in Asian session, and we got this high yesterday before closing. And so yeah, so we only have that liquidity taken out. Um, bullish on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, same stuff, right? And it looks like we filled in this 1 hour gap. Maybe we enforced it. Uh, did we? No, not yet. But yeah, on the 1 hour we are actually looks like we're gonna be bullish, but technically we broke structure right here. So yeah, and we just took out Asian and London high sessions. So that's pretty good manipulation. We took out this high in Asian session. We took out this high in the pre-market. You know, we came in, we filled this gap. Um, we retraced pretty good, so we could go on the sell side. Um, let me look at Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, okay, so we kind of have like some SMT divergence. So this 4 hour high we haven't taken out, nor that one. So we have these two highs that we haven't taken out, but on ES we did. We're bullish on the 4 hour, so we might actually come up and take out these highs because on the higher time frame we're bullish, so I think we could grab these highs. And then scaling down to the 1 hour, we don't have any liquidity sweeps except for Asian and London high, right? So that's kind of like why I think we could be bearish, just basing my bias off of the liquidity grabs. And we're also technically bearish. We have a 1 hour break of structure at 4 o'clock. At the same time, we had that break of structure on ES. So I'm actually looking bearish, right? But I could maybe see us coming up, taking out these highs on NQ, and then reversing down. But we already have this really bearish SMT, so I'm not sure we really want to do that. Go up and take out those highs. I think we might just go down. So yeah. And then let me check the news. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so we're not gonna be able to trade, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Yeah, so today, yeah, we don't have any news. We have this coming out at 9:45, but it's not, something I don't think we have to wait for. So, and it's 9:39 right now, so I'm gonna go down on the 5 minute, see if there's any entries. Yeah. I do feel like if NQ wants to take out those 4 hour highs, we're gonna need to maybe grab some 5 minute liquidity, or maybe have like a 5 minute SMT, bullish SMT, which I don't think we have. So, yeah, we don't. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be patient, see what the market wants to give. I would like to go on the sell side, right? We have Asian low we haven't taken out. Same thing with, I mean, London low and then Asian low. So yeah. And then we have that low, I guess, would be good. Yeah. But we did actually take out some good liquidity from the market. We made these highs and then we came down, took them out, took them out. We made another low, we came out, took that one again. So there's not really too much liquidity for us to grab except this London low. And I mean, when you look at that, right? Let me look at NQ. Yeah. So we're like, you know, like they're about the same distance from each other. The 4 hour highs and London low, right? So maybe the market wants to skip this London low and just keep extending up. So maybe. Right now we're bullish on the 5 minute, and that's pretty much it. There's no bearish SMT, there's no bullish SMT. We're just bullish on the 5 minute, and we took out these highs. Same thing on both indexes. So, yeah, and ES, keep in mind we don't have a take profit for ES, right? There's no high that ES I think would want to get into, and also there's no 1 hour gap except this, but I wouldn't trade off that. If I did take a long, it would just be on NQ, and this is like a small gap, and it's from many weeks ago, and I just, not many weeks, but a couple days ago. So I don't think price wants to go all the way up there just for that gap. And this is actually my high time frame. This is a 4 hour gap, so I'll just move it there. So yeah, we haven't filled a gap at all, on the 1 hour. So we could get reversed down actually. We actually do have this gap, right? To be honest, because we're bullish on the 5 minute and I want to see us take out those highs, I actually think I might look for an entry right now. We had this 5 minute equilibrium. So we hit 5 minute equilibrium. That's a good continuation. 5 minute continuation confluence. I just have to scale down on the 1 minute and look for an entry. So if we could get a 1 minute break of structure, that'd be good. Because right now it actually looks like we respected this bearish 1 minute gap. So that kind of fights against my bullish bias, right? Yeah. So this could go down, and if that happens, then we would probably get a 79% extension. I don't need all those levels. What the heck? What the heck? I'm so confused. Where is it, dude? Where's my... What? I don't know what I did. Okay, actually, this looks like it's going up. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah. So, looks like we were messing around too much. Let's just say we put a trade right there. I kind of missed it. This is a demo account, so it doesn't really matter what I do. I'm actually just gonna click buy right now. Try and get in a good entry. There we go. A little bit better. Because we had that 79% extension. It basically broke 1 minute structure, just about. I'm gonna take that. So let me get this like right on. There we go. And yeah, okay. Looks good. How do I set my stop loss, dude? I don't use Trade Locker. I hate it, actually. Okay, this is actually kind of a shitty risk reward ratio. Ideally, I should have entered right there. Because on the 1 minute, right, I can, for a continuation confluence, I could either use an inverse fair value gap, a 79% extension, or a break of structure, right? And just going based off of like my eyesight, this is definitely a 79% extension. Because what is a 79% extension? It would be from that high we made to that low. And I don't know why I can't see this. Like, what the heck? Okay, there we go. So 79% extension would be this blue line right there. And we easily got that. So, so that's good. But I don't like all this, like it's a rainbow, dude. I don't need a rainbow. Okay, there we go. You know what I think I did? I think what I did was I put 79. I need a point. So you see, I put 79, and it's gone. But if it's point seven, so that was the difference. That was the difference. It needs to be point 79. Point. $79. There we go. Now you can see it. Yeah. Kinda. I don't really have a good color on it. But, yeah. And the reason why I'm taking this long on NQ is because the take profits are there, whereas on ES we don't have any take profits. Sometimes like you could trade into a gap or an equilibrium on the high time frame, but I don't like those take profits. I trust the highs a lot more, right? Because like trading into gaps like this 4-hour gap right here, and having this line be my take profit, I don't like that too much. Because sometimes gaps can be, you know, we don't always get into the gaps, but we're more likely to hit highs and lows because that's how the market needs to move. Like the only time I would use a gap for take profit or equilibrium is if we're like super extended, like this, right? If I wanted to take a short, my take profit would have probably been equilibrium, right? Or maybe this gap right there. So I'm actually on the 2-hour. Need to be on the 4-hour. So yeah. But because I don't want to do that, because NQ already has highs that I can target with a pretty good risk reward ratio, I'll just take this. This is a lot safer to do instead of like trading into a gap, right? Because that's kind of dumb. I think it is. Okay, so let me look at my stuff. So right now, let me kind of clean up my screen a little bit. There we go. Right now, it looks like we don't have any SMT divergence on the 5-minute. I don't think we, actually no we do. Actually we do, okay. So, we have a small SMT divergence. NAS. Okay, wait, no we don't. Before so this high, we were underneath that high, but we just took that high out, so actually we don't. Which is good. That would have been bearish, and I don't want the market to look bearish if I'm in a long, right? So, yeah, so we don't have that SMT. It went up and took out that 5-minute high, which is good. NAS. Maybe it is gonna go down, dude. Maybe. Because technically, my strategy is, if the markets take out a high, like Asian session high, before market open, we need a 5-minute draw on liquidity, which looks like it could be this right there. But the markets had taken out this liquidity just right when market opened, so I don't know if maybe we're gonna be bearish, right? I only took this trade because we were looking bullish and I had the continuation confluence, right? I had the 5-minute continuation confluence, we hit the equilibrium, and then we had that 1-minute SMT, and then later that 1-minute break of structure. So that's pretty confluence enough, and then we had these highs we were super close to with really good draws on liquidity, so it's like, why wouldn't you take that? So, yeah. I do think this should go up. I did get in the position kind of early. It's only 9:45 when I entered. So, and we do have an overall bearish SMT, so don't forget about that. I deleted the SMT just so my screen wasn't cluttered. But these highs, right? ES had taken them out in the pre-market, and then on NQ we haven't. So we have that bearish SMT. It doesn't always mean you're gonna be bearish. We also were bullish on the 4-hour too. We filled in this gap. Like, it looks good. It looks like we could easily take out those highs. They're not too far away, you know. They're really not. So it makes a lot more sense for us to take out this instead of having to go down all the way down here to complete the SMT. So, yeah. But technically we do have this bearish SMT. But it's on the higher time frame, and we're so close to those highs. And I saw the continuation confluence up to those highs, so that's why I took this trade. So it could still hit, take profit, which is this high right there. But we'll see. Doesn't look too good. Man. There's no news, right? Yeah, there's no news. We had this at 9:45 actually, so kinda did. But it was a yellow event, so it wasn't like super, impactful. But 9:45, yeah, I don't know. News came out at right here, so maybe that's why. Maybe actually, it could have been just a fluke. I don't know. Possibly. See, I don't even like the take profits on the sell side. We do have like this 5-minute liquidity we could grab on the sell side. Actually, I'd mark out that right there. And then yeah. So we actually don't have that much liquidity to grab, except Asian low, London low, and then the New York pre-market low. So, and that's gonna hit my stop loss. So, yeah. It's all good. Okay. Yep. Well, let me look at the 5-minute. I mean, I'm willing to take a short, you know. We could do it. %79 extension right there. And then on ES. Okay, yeah. Pretty far away. Looks like we're gonna actually hit this 5-minute low and then we could create a bullish SMT. But dude, what the heck? Just keeps going down. Jeez. Okay, so we got 79% extension, which is all the way up here. We broke structure, so we don't even need that. We broke 5-minute structure right there. So yeah, we don't need that. Okay. So let's see if we can get in this short. I don't think so, but maybe it'll retrace, but we'll see. We also got 79% extension on ES too, so we could also look for a trade on this. Taking a short was my original bias based off of the high time frame SMT and the Asian and London highs we took out. So it's just because when market opened up, it continued to go up after we took out those highs, and then I saw the continuation confluence, so I thought NASDAQ would have wanted to take out these high time frame highs, but no. heck? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna go get some food. I um I had the 1 minute break of structure, and yeah, and that was after we hit equilibrium on the higher time frame, and we had respected the 79% extension right there. So yeah, should be a pretty good setup. We'll see. And NQ did the same stuff as well. 5 minute break of structure, went into the 5 minute gap, and then 1 minute continuation confluence with the 1 minute break of structure. So you also could have took that as well. It's just actually that might have been better. Yeah, actually that trade would have been a little bit better with the ratio. It's a 2.61, and mine is. I got in at kind of like a bad spot though. Mine is 2.42. Yeah, if you got in right there, it actually would have been better. So I just got in at a bad spot, but it looks pretty good. It had everything I wanted to see. So, um, and then yeah. So I don't see any like SMT divergence, which is good. You know, if it's bearish, that's good too. If it's bullish, that kind of sucks. But no, we don't see any SMTs, so that's good. And this is another trade you could have took as well. So yeah, actually you do have that low as well. Probably get that maybe. So I'm gonna go get some food. Some food. got stopped down. This sucks. I had such a good setup. So, well, that's it, man. I'm not placing another trade. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's pretty odd. I don't know why. Yeah, this is so stupid, dude. I'd still be in the trade if I'd taken this on NQ. It might go down, honestly. Like, I still feel like it could go down, right? But we'll see. Yeah. I'm not gonna place another trade, though. It's either gonna go down or it's just gonna move sideways. So, it's one or the other. But, this dumps hit my stop loss. It's all good, though. Actually, you know what? I actually want that right there. Yeah. Well, man. One day I'll make some money. One day. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Look how bad price action is, dude. And we're still in this like 5-minute gap. Like, this should have been pretty good. I don't know what's up. One day we're gonna make some money. We gotta make some money. I do pretty good back testing. I don't know what it is with like today's price action. So, it is what it is.